in there and gets absolutely plastered, iced out by Usyk. So it just shows you, and there's all the big fights, Tyson Fury and AJ. AJ got ironed out by Dubois properly, and Usyk just ironed out Dubois.
Daniel, I just worry about him going forward, because fighters who study him and watch him know, I get you past 3 or 4 rounds and keep putting dents in you, it's only a matter of time. Now, don't get me wrong, Usyk's shown that and Jojo's shown that.
Usyk has not improved since he beat Daniel Dubois. But then, who did Oleksandr Usyk beat after beating Daniel Dubois? Tyson Fury. He beat Tyson Fury twice. He did it the first time, and then the second time, he did it even much better.
Experts reveal how Oleksandr Usyk doesn't just beat opponents, he breaks them mentally. Tony Bellew admits he fears for Daniel Dubois' future, believing Usyk exposed deep psychological vulnerabilities. Bellew notes that Dubois is a fighter who relies heavily on confidence, but against Usyk, that belief seemed to vanish as early as the first round.
Talk us through Usyk's performance.
It was basically as I predicted. I said Oleksandr Usyk would figure Daniel Dubois out and he'd stop me, just done it a little bit quicker than I thought. I said anywhere between 8 and 10, and he does it in, I think it was the 5th or the 6th.
Yeah, that's it.
The 5th round. So basically, he comes out, he starts, he just does a good look in the first round, but he already implements the jab straight away. When he hits Daniel Dubois with a really hard jab. And like I said before, Daniel Dubois is a confidence fighter. When he gets confidence and he starts pressing forward, the confidence builds and his momentum builds. He stifled it in that first round with a hard, heavy jab. And from the outside looking in, it just looked like it was only a matter of time till Daniel Dubois was going to go, I've had enough.
Yeah, you think?
He was landing heavy shot after heavy shot. Even when he landed to the body, Usyk was like, touched his body and then just was like, what are you going to do? Nothing's working for you. And it just took away all the confidence from Daniel Dubois.
You could see it drain out of him, really, couldn't you, very quickly?
It was sad, really, because I just worry about Daniel, because I think to myself, as fighters, the thing that you need most is heart, and he's displayed that on a couple of occasions against your Jarrell Millers and your Filip Hrgović's. But then he's also displayed that he doesn't have the heart for the fight at certain times in fights, and I think
Frank Warren has hailed Oleksandr Usyk as one of the greatest fighters of this era, placing him in the same breath as boxing icons like Muhammad Ali and Lennox Lewis. He emphasized that Usyk's accomplishments are every bit as significant, citing the Ukrainian's discipline and technical brilliance as key reasons why he commands respect even from promoters who usually back their own men. Warren also hinted that Tyson Fury's potential return isn't just coincidental, but rather a response to Usyk's undeniable greatness. According to him, Fury's hunger to face Usyk again is driven by the need to test himself against a fighter whose legacy is now being etched alongside the sport's legends. This isn't merely a rematch, it's a quest for validation against a modern-day great.
He took over the fight. He's got a great mental, he's so strong mentally, Usyk. You think about it, every fight he's had has been on the road because of obviously the war in Ukraine, going into other people's backyards and coming away with a prize each time. It takes a bit of a mindset to do that, as well as the skills that he has. But he done a fantastic job and took the fight over and eventually stopped Daniel.
How do you think he compares to the other greats of the sport then, the likes of Muhammad Ali, Lennox Lewis, George Foreman, Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield?
He's up there with them all. He's up there. He's in the top 10, and you left out Larry Holmes, who was a great fighter. They would have been, of each generation. It's all, we always do it, all of us in boxing. I wonder how this one would have got. How would Muhammad Ali have got on with Usyk and all these sort of, permutations. But you can only be the best as you can in your generation, and he at the moment is the guy, and he's done it. He's done it at 3 levels. He won the gold medal in the Olympic Games. He unified all of the cruiserweight titles, the 4 belts. And he's done the same in the heavyweight division, and at 38 years of age, is undefeated. So he's one of the greats.
Tyson Fury insists that he's the only man who can beat Usyk. Will he step out of retirement for a trilogy?
We'll see, but he likes that fight. He wants that fight. And they were close fights, by the way. very, very close fights, both of those fights that Tyson had with him. So who knows? Anything can happen in this business, and maybe that's a fight that could be made if indeed Usyk wants to do it and Tyson wants to do it. I have no problem with it. In fact, it was mentioned during an interview over the PA address at Wembley on Saturday, and everybody gave it a loud cheer. So, I'm sure there'd be an appetite for it.
Tyson Fury continues to speak confidently about reclaiming his titles from Oleksandr Usyk, but the outcomes of their previous 2 fights tell a different story. Each loss has chipped away at his once uncheckable dominance, with many noticing a clear change in his demeanor since the defeats. His silence and absence from the ring after the most recent loss are uncharacteristic. For someone known for his bold personality and media presence, for many fans and analysts, Fury's push for a 3rd fight isn't just about revenge, it's about redemption. It represents a final chance to restore his standing mentally, emotionally, and in boxing history. If the trilogy bout happens, it may well be Fury's last opportunity to erase the scar Usyk left on his legacy.